I'm Joe LaCava, and I have the honor of serving as your District 1 council member and, of course, representing Pacific Highlands Ranch. Just over 2 years ago, we were here for the groundbreaking. And today, I have the privilege of joining you and your friends and your neighbors for the grand opening of San Diego's Library of the Future, the Pacific Highlands Ranch Library. To mark this occasion, we're joined by several distinguished guests who you'll hear from shortly. Mayor Todd Gloria, my partner in getting city facilities and infrastructure done, Director of San Diego Public Libraries, and arguably the best city librarian, Misty Jones. And an amazing artist, designer of the library's textile art project, Janelle Iglesias. And Chair of the Carmel Valley Planning Board, Michelle Strauss. Let me start by thanking the architects, Hannah, Gabriel Wells, I don't know if they're here, but the amazing work that they did in putting this project together, and of course the general contractor who actually translated those plans. Did I hear a yay for the contractor back there? A joint venture of Soltac and ECC. That's worth responding. As a civil engineer, I know I get very excited about that. But I also want to give a shout out to our city's engineering and capital projects staff, second to none, who managed this project from the initial design to the final inspection. Let's give them a round of applause. It doesn't happen. We have our acting director, Alif, there in the front row, very excited. The Pacific Highlands Ranch community first identified a location for a library over a quarter century ago. Today makes the many years of design collaboration and construction coming to a close. This facility will complete the Pacific Highlands Ranch Town Center, fulfilling our city's commitment to deliver public facilities that all San Diegans can enjoy. And designing any new public building is a challenge, for what we build today must also meet the needs of tomorrow. To achieve these goals, San Diego needs libraries that are more energy efficient and promote sustainable modes of transportation. As an all-electric LEED Silver certified building with 3 EV charging stations, this library takes an important step towards a more sustainable tomorrow. As a library featuring more community rooms and offering more opportunities for formal meetings and informal get-togethers, this library moves us towards a more civically engaged tomorrow. As a library featuring a unique art installation that you'll hear more about that encompasses our past and our future, A Place Called Home by Kumeyaay, Spanish and English-speaking peoples, this library is moving this community to a more inclusive tomorrow. As always, a neighborhood improvement is best developed with neighborhood input. While the success today is the result of many hands and hearts, today I especially want to recognize Frisco White and Karen Doobie. That deserves. Frisco White's signature on PHR spans decades. He served as a planning commissioner and past chair of the Carmel Valley Planning Board for many, many years. Frisco was involved in creating the Library Design Subcommittee that, along with a handful of volunteers, provided recommendations for the design of their library, recommendations that the city and the design team took to heart. Frisco, we thank you for your many years of service. Karen served on the library's design committee, and she provided valuable insight as a Pacific Highlands Ranch community member. Karen, you are the Pacific Highlands Ranch advocate pardon. As PHR Community Rec Group Chair, you ensure that projects like this library and the Recreation Center just across the street are shaped by community input. Thank you, Karen, for your years of volunteerism. This project is community-led, sustainable, and downright good-looking. This is what the city delivers to District 1 in San Diego. Now, for all the magic built into the building and its various components, it still needs the human element. Our librarians, managers, and assistants defined our libraries, and we have the best of any city. That's my granddaughter in the audience, if you were kind of curious. They've been working hard to ensure this library is up and running and ready to serve the community today. I know that our PHR library staff will be here day in and day out to deliver excellent core services. So I want to thank William Mallory, Jessica Buck, Dennis Abad, Jolanta Danese, Larry Eugenio, Sarah Hall, Ricardo Savo, Becky Gleason, Gina Argonis, and Josh Tibbs. and library staff from all over the city of San Diego. And of course, Odie. Yeah. Make no mistake, our city runs on our employees, and we have the very best. Let's give a hand again to our amazing library staff. In closing, I thank Mayor Gloria as a partner in making sure that every community has the best the city can offer. The Pacific Highlands Ranch community that spent so much time in helping design this, making sure it was the right one for your community, and the many hands that came together to make this resource possible. It is now my honor to introduce the director of San Diego's public library system, and as I said earlier, the very best city librarian that any city could enjoy, Misty Jones.
Good morning. So thank you, Council President Pro Tem LaCava, and thank you to the Mayor, Michelle Strauss from the Carmel Valley Planning Group, and Janelle Iglesias, and all of you for joining us this morning to cut the ribbon on the new Pacific Highlands Ranch Library. And what a beautiful day to open a library. This library came together through the hard work and dedication of so many people. I'd like to thank the library and city staff who worked to bring this library from an idea to this beautiful space behind us. I'd like to thank our engineering and capital projects team, including a few who are here today: Karen McGriff, Alejandra Gonzalez Nava, Fadi Dabus, Edgar Lozano, and Zena Rumani. These are the folks that help bring the plans to life. I also want to thank my team. Thank you to the staff that have been involved in the project, our exec team, particularly Raul Godinho and Curtis Williams, from really sitting in every single meeting. Karen Yashimura and the IT team for making sure that we have all the best technology. The public technology team that set up the Idea Lab. Kelly Verheiden, the supervising librarian, and most importantly, as Councilmember LaCava said, the Pacific Highlands Ranch staff that are so excited to welcome you to your new branch library. So Bill, Jessica, Dennis, Jolanta, Cara, Larry, Sarah, Ricardo, Becky, and Gina. Yeah. Thank you to the Library Foundation and the Friends of the Library for your continued support. There is a Pacific Highlands Ranch Friends chapter. So, I need to talk louder? Okay. There is a Pacific Highlands Ranch Friends chapter. So, I expect for all of you to join it today before you leave. So, the Pacific Highlands Ranch Library is the 37th location in the San Diego Public Library System. All our locations work to meet the needs of the specific communities, and this library is no different. It offers a place to learn with a large collection of diverse books and other materials, free access to computers and the internet, and multiple study rooms. It offers a place to play with a beautiful outdoor children's area that is perfect for story time and craft projects, and there are even fun climbing mounds for kids to get their wiggles out. It offers a place to create. The Idea Lab Makerspace at this library has state-of-the-art 3D printers and scanners, creative software, and much more. Basically, if you can think it, this library staff can help you make it. It offers a place to gather. Imagine an author talk or a neighborhood event in the beautiful large community room, spilling out through the open doors into the covered patio on a summer night. It can happen at this library. I also want to mention a unique feature of this library, its public artwork. You will hear from its creator, Janelle Iglesias, in just a minute. Her beautiful terracotta tile work, titled Textile, greets people as they enter the building and reflects the history of this land it's built on. So thank you to Janelle, the city's Department of Cultural Affairs, and the Commission for Arts and Culture for their work on this project. Thank you again for being here today for this celebration. We're so excited to get this library open and to serve the community. And so now I will turn it over to artist Janelle Iglesias.
Thanks so much, Misty, and thank you all It's such a pleasure and a privilege to be here this morning. My name is Janelle Iglesias. I'm a San Diego-based artist. I live in City Heights. I'm also an educator. I teach at UCSD in the Visual Arts Department. I'm a long-term collaborator, so I also collaborate with my sister, with other family members, and sometimes community members on projects. And I'm also a mother who uses the library quite a lot in my weekly routines. I love libraries, and so when the request for proposals came out as a chance to possibly collaborate on creating something unique for a San Diego library, I was extremely excited. This was sort of a way for me to get to know the region. This project began in 2018, shortly after I was starting to put down roots here. And it's conceptually tied to the earliest libraries, which were made out of clay tablets inscribed with cuneiform script. So that's one of the reasons that this is a terracotta installation with impressions in it. Each tile in the set was designed to be a slightly abstracted letter of the Latin alphabet, which is the Latin alphabet is what is also similar between English, Spanish, and the transliteration of Kumeyaay as well. And it reflects San Diego as a tri-national region. Despite our region's current borders, national and tribal, the courtyard holds space for a weaving of time, a weaving of space, and a weaving of knowledge. Quite simply, the courtyard is a love letter to San Diego. Each wall is themed with a different grouping of words about local plants, local birds, words about community, words about reciprocity, about our relationship to land itself. And I hope that it encourages the ways that we learn both inside and outside of the library. And I hope it encourages us to have even more curiosity about the place that we're in and what it can be in the future. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for having me. And now Michelle Strauss.
Thank you, Janelle. Good morning, PHR. As chair of the Carmel Valley Planning Board and as a resident of PHR, I'm thrilled to be here today as we celebrate the opening of our big, beautiful new library. I know you will all be as blown away as I was when I got a sneak peek. It's spectacular. I want to take a moment to thank all of the people who got us here to this day and made sure this library became a reality. Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Councilmember LaCava, for your leadership and your commitment to making this happen for our community. As I'm sure you know, the Carmel Valley Library has the highest circulation rate in the city and has been one of the busiest and most visited. I know PHR will quickly rise to the top of that list as well. Thank you, Misty, Bill Mallory, and the whole library team who ensure our libraries run smoothly and who have worked tirelessly to see this one's vision come to life. Thank you, Janelle, for your creativity and artistry. Thank you to my current and former colleagues on the planning board, specifically Frisco White, who's right here in the front, and who is the longtime chair and whose shoes I'm desperately trying to fill.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Retirement.
He and the planning board oversaw the permitting, design, planning, and funding process for this project, and we're so grateful for all their efforts. Thank you also to the members of the PHR and Carmel Valley communities that took part in the planning process years ago. This library looks this good because our volunteers and community members came together and worked with the city and the artists to create the best possible design. I'm a native San Diegan, and I moved to PHR in 2006 because my husband and I saw past all the dirt lots at the time and bought into the vision of a walkable, family-friendly community. We loved the idea that our home would be close to some of the best schools in the country, wonderful parks and outdoor recreation, shopping, and of course, community amenities like this library. Though our community is not without challenges, hopefully the mayor and council member will help us with our traffic. I know you all love PHR as much as I do for its diversity and unique character. Today, we celebrate the opening of this beautiful new community library, which will be an asset to PHR and the greater community for many years to come. Now, fresh off his election victory, it's my honor and privilege to introduce Mayor Todd Gloria.
Thank you for that introduction, Michelle. It's great to see her in this community that she advocates so strongly for. I will share, we've known each other 25 years, something like that. We were baby staff members to elected officials a long, long time ago. It's great to see what she's doing and continuing to serve this community. Listen, I got some good news for you. I'm the last speaker, and I want to get you inside this library because it is spectacular, and you've waited so long to see it. But we do need to mark this occasion. We don't open a lot of libraries, not nearly as much as Misty and I would like us to, right? But when we add the 37th new branch library in the city of San Diego, it is right to pause, to celebrate, and to really point out the importance of libraries. I don't know about you all, but I hear a lot from folks, it's the 21st century. Why do we even need libraries? I hear that a lot. Look at this crowd. The public demands libraries. We want libraries. They're critical pieces of neighborhood infrastructure, and all of you being here today really underlines why the city is so committed to making sure that we have fabulous libraries in every community here in San Diego. A shout out to our city staff. Of course, foremost is our library director, Misty Jones, and her entire library team. One more time for our librarians, everybody. They have a very difficult job. This ain't just about lending books anymore, as you heard about Misty. There's 3D printers and computer stations. The list goes on. And every time we throw something new at them, they step up and get the job done. I love our librarians. I'm so proud and so grateful to them. But this is a citywide affair. You heard about our arts and culture staff who've been involved in this, our engineering and capital projects team, even the folks in purchasing who had to buy some of this stuff. There are a lot of city employees that want to see this project come to fruition, and we're all here today to celebrate it just like we are with the members of this wonderful community. To Janelle, thank you for delivering this beautiful piece of art to the community. Art is not elective. It is critically a part of our city's vibrancy and our greatness, and I'm glad that there's fantastic pieces of art throughout this particular facility. And the last thing I want to say is that this is not just here in this community, but we are making investments like this all across San Diego. We have new branch libraries coming in Oak Park. We're seeing a remodeled one in Ocean Beach. Logan Heights coming soon. A new one for San Carlos and another one for Scripps Miramar. My point is this: we are continuing to invest in neighborhood infrastructure, and whether it's these new libraries or the 24 new or improved parks that we have on planned this year and the 24 new or improved parks for next year, and a whole lot of road repair. I hope you're seeing that out there, everybody. It's not mission accomplished. I'm just pointing out, whether it's libraries, parks, road repair, we are doing our very, very best to get the job done. You live in an incredible community. You deserve an incredible neighborhood branch library. And today, we are declaring mission accomplished on that. And it is a team effort. So congratulations to the entire community for making this possible. And to all the children who are here, you have been so patient, and I am so proud of you. And I will just say, my branch library growing up was the North Claremont Branch Library. It is where I learned the Dewey Decimal System. It's where I read my first magazines like Time and Newsweek, where I found my first books on government and politics, and look what happened. So to all of the kids who are here, this is special just for all of you. I want you to use it a lot, and make sure that you find your future right here in this branch library. With that said, let's cut the ribbon. Let's get you inside. Thank you, everybody. 3, 2, 1.